Good afternoon, my name is Sadie Whipple, and I'm here with a very special guest, Mr. Barry Borden. Thank you for being here. We are very happy you chose to be part of this exciting project. So what branch of the military were you in?
Navy, United States Navy.
And why did you choose that branch?
Mainly because I was choosing between that or the Air Force, but my dad was in the Navy.
When did you serve?
I served from 70 to 76.
And where did you serve?
Well, I guess I can say I started out for a month right over here in Newport, the base in Newport, and then I was sent to a torpedo testing base on Andros Island, which is a nice warm island right below Florida. And then my second year, I said, well, I'm in the Navy. I'm going to try getting out of here. And I did. I got picked to go on a U.S. Navy destroyer homeported in Galveston, Texas. It was called USS Alt, A-U-L-T. And then I came off active. It was 2 years active, the program I was in. 2 years active, 3 years active reserve, and 1 year inactive reserve. So that's where my 6 years came in.
Okay. And what was your job in the military?
Back then, I tried to get in school because I had gone to radio school before I got in the Navy, and they said they didn't have money to send me to radio school. So actually, I served part of my years with what they call the firemen, and working in boiler rooms on the ship and everything. And part of the other year, I was with the seamen, which do more like deck type work. So that's pretty much what happened to me.
What were some of the reasons you joined the military?
Well, I was, as I explained to Mr. Bernier, I was, during that time, 1970, the president had come up with this thing called a lottery thing, and I was picked as number 19 on the lottery. But I was looking, but at that time I already started looking at the Navy and the Air Force, and I went and took a chance and went by bus to the Armory of the Army, which is up in Boston, went through the whole physical, found out I was accepted, and then right away they said within 3 weeks the Army's going to be calling me, so within that 3 weeks I joined the Navy.
So were you drafted or did you join voluntarily?
That would be considered joined voluntarily.
Okay. What do you remember the day you went to boot camp?
It was a cold March day, and up there I was up at the place called Great Lakes, and you got the cold air coming off the water. That's probably what I remember first, getting off and seeing how cold the weather was up in that area.
Can you tell me about a memorable experience during your service?
Probably when I was aboard that destroyer, we went all over the whole East Coast, and there's a place off of the Carolinas, South Carolina, North Carolina, which is called Cape Hatteras. And we went through there, and they had me on what they call like lookout watch. And with that, you climb all the way up to the top of the mast, and you sit in this little basket thing at the top, and you're supposed to play lookout, even though it was at nighttime and it was black and dark. But the winds got to be 12-foot seas, and I'm looking down of them closing all the hatches, and the ship going literally under the water at times, and the water spraying up, and it was like that I'll never forget. You know, it's you know, usually a regular boat you wouldn't be out there, put it that way.
Yeah. And do you have any advice for somebody considering to join the military?
Yeah, I would. My advice would be don't hesitate. It's a good experience. It helps to make the rest of your life better. Best way to put it.
Thank you for participating in this project, and thank you for your service to our nation.
Thank you very much.